Hi, I'm Tom from skis.com, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about gloves. Your extremities have the least amount of blood flow in your body, so keeping them warm is very, very important, and the best way to keep your hands warm is knowing what glove to buy and getting yourself a good product. Most gloves you see nowadays are going to have some type of box cut finger and some type of articulation of the hand. What that's going to do is give you a better fit, better wrap, and just make the overall feel of the glove far more comfortable. Also, by doing that, they add quite a bit more room to add insulation into the glove, giving you more additional warmth. The fabrics you're going to see in gloves are going to be very similar along the lines of what you'll see in jackets and pants and such, where you have either a waterproof coating on the outside or some type of waterproof membrane on the inside. And that stuff will be clearly coated. Another feature that you will see in some gloves, such as this particular glove, is it has a vent on the back of the hand. Just helps the air circulate through the hand a little bit more, so if you are a warmer person, tend to have sweaty hands, it's a good feature to look for in gloves. If you're the opposite of that person, and you tend to have really cold hands most of the time, mittens are going to be your best option. With a mitten, your fingers are together. They're going to stay warmer. You obviously don't have the cuts for each finger, so there's less surface area for heat to escape and cold to get in. You do lose a little bit of dexterity with the hand in a mitten, so that is something that's important to consider, but if you get cold hands, it's hard to beat a good mitten. With the popularity of soft shell fabrics and your stretch woven fabrics that you see in jackets and mid-layers nowadays, they've started to incorporate that into gloves as well. It gives you a very light, very flexible, and very breathable mitt. These are also quite good on the waterproofing and the windproofing as well, so they are definitely an all seasons and bad weather glove. For those of us that crave a little bit more speed, and are going to be in the gates, race gloves are a very good specialty option. You'll find nice thick padding on the back of the hand, and you tend to have a thinner leather palm. Leather is going to be very supple and give you really good sensation, and it's going to give you the best feel for your pull and what's going on around you. And then obviously the big padding to keep the hand safe. Another option for gloves is a fleece glove. It's going to be a nice, thin, lightweight glove, great for driving, great for after ski, walking around town if you just want to keep your hands a little more warm. And for those of you that aren't interested in looking at a mitten and want to keep that hand dexterity, there are thinner versions of fleece gloves and stretch woven fabrics that can be used as glove liners as well. Now we all know in snowboarding, the most common injury is the wrist. A beginner snowboarder goes down, tries to stop themselves with their hands, boom, broken wrist. Nobody wants to have that happen to them. And even in skiing, you see it as well. So they have developed gloves that have built-in wrist guards. Great concept. There's two different versions. There are external versions. And then a little bit more sleek, there is an internal version that slides into the glove. It's hidden, not quite as bulky or in the way, but they both do the job very, very well. Having a glove that fits properly is very important. If it's too big or too small, your hands aren't going to stay warm and they're not going to be happy. If it's too small, it's going to have a tendency to bunch up on the fingers. You're going to lose dexterity. You're going to lose comfort. If it's too big, there's so much room inside the glove that it feels bulky, and there's a lot of space to heat up in there, so it's going to be hard to keep your hands warm if your glove's too big. When you're trying on a glove, it's important that it comes down over the wrist to provide good protection from the elements, and then in front of each finger, you're looking for about 1/4 to 1/2 inch, or right around a thumb's width for most people. That's going to provide space for when you close your fist, and it's going to eliminate bunching in between the fingers. With gloves, as long as you find a product with the right features that you're looking for and get yourself a good fit, your hands are going to stay warm and dry, and a warm, dry hand leads to a very happy person.